Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now he'll escape to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Patriots 0. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
James White's first carry, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0.
Patriots 0.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. He's at the 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nelson Aguilar, 76 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because When he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 44 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Mahomes on target there to Hill. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now.
Brings up 2nd.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelce fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if anyone has any more fun playing the game than Travis Kelce.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's complete, left side to Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run with Harris, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. His throw is going to be incomplete.
thrown away and incomplete. Yep, 3rd down.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Patriots 7.
Baby, good job up front. Let's get it in.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run with Harris. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give to Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
2019 was the first season for Frank Clark in Kansas City after spending the previous 4 in Seattle. And that was a big move by Kansas City to bring him over. He did have 8 sacks in the regular season, but it was his 5 in postseason. And helping his team get to the Super Bowl, that's why they went and acquired him. And by the way, earned his first Pro Bowl nomination with his play.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Mahomes firing complete, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards there, a first down.
I don't think there's any doubt that we'll see a little bit more of McCall Hardman as a receiver in year 2. First year, used him a little bit as a gimmick. Throw it to him occasionally, some jet sweeps, maybe some return game. But he really came on late in the season. 538 yards, 6 touchdowns. A pretty darn good year for a rookie receiver. And really made his huge impact as a return guy. Earned a Pro Bowl nomination in his first season.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Mahomes to throw once more. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Hunter Henry brings it in. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. Now to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Matt Judon in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On play action, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Butker on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make the lead now 26. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 18 seconds now to go.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Hunter Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots get a score closer.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
What is the deal? We'll have to go home after this roar.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now he steps away. Got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker now to kick this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that,
I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And his kick is right through.
Chiefs 33, Patriots 21.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here 2nd and a yard from the 34. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Mahomes throwing complete there to Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Matt Judon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's taken down inside the 30. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And he's got room. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. Charles, you said earlier this to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind the long.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Folk connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Edwards-Helaire. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A fumble lost last week, now a fumble lost this week. Is this just growing pains of a rookie?
It is growing pains, but they can't afford them. Not him nor his team. That means extra work during the week with his coaching staff and extra work on his head to make sure he doesn't lose his confidence. They like him. They want him to flourish.
Because you know he wants to avoid that label of being a fumble machine.
It is a label that is hard to shed, and that just means teams come after you even more, ripping and raking at the football when you're carrying it.
First down, here's White. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Kyle Van Noy just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Got his man, that's Harry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They'll run on first down. Harris. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
It's a gain of 9.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Kansas City,
They're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.